Step, we're going to apply MAC paint pot called Painterly all over the eyelid from lash line to brow bone using the MAC brush in the 239. You need to work pretty fast with this product because it could be too drying on the eyelids. Second step, we're going to apply the highlighter eyeshadow color called Naked Lunch by MAC. I'm using a designer makeup tool brush, the 160W/10, to apply this color over the whole eyelid from lash line to brow bone. This is a definite must-have color in your bridal makeup kit. Followed by this color is called Transition. This is by Melissa Cosmetics, and using the same brush by Designer Makeup Tools, I build this color on the outer corner of the eye. This bridal makeup look, I only use two eyeshadow colors. Once you've applied Transition in the outer corner and throughout the socket, we're gonna go into eyeliner as our next step. I'm using Blackout by Melissa Cosmetics, along with the MAC brush in the 209. When doing eyeliner, do short feathery strokes along the lash line, almost like you're playing dot to dot on the lashes, and thicken the liner as you go. Next step, we're going to apply MAC pencil called Teddy on the lower lash line. I'll be applying the 241 Model Rock lashes. Always apply a coat of mascara before putting on any false lashes. Once the mascara is applied to both eyes, then get your eyelash glue onto the false lashes and situate the lash on the middle of the eye and then secure the edges down. You can use your fingers or a set of tweezers. Once the lashes are on, give them just a little bit of a push from underneath just to make sure that they're sitting nice and high, not too high, but get them to open and have a look at the proportion. Next step, we're going to go into skincare. Just using a cotton tip, I'm applying a eye cream on the eye area just to hydrate her skin around the eye area, followed by a moisturizer. I really like moisturizer just to hydrate her skin. Once moisturizer is on, also follow that using a primer. Then, on top of the primer, we're going to apply the Melissa Flawless Finish Foundation in Y3. I am using the Designer Makeup Tool brush in the 418 VP-30. I love this brush because you don't have to work too hard on getting the product around and all over the face. Kind of just does it for you automatically. And the brush doesn't absorb too much of the product. Ask your client to remove her earrings. So you don't want to leave the ears out, especially if it's her wedding day, she's got an up style or her hair's tucked back behind her ear. You want to make sure you give her a nice coverage, not too heavy, just a light coverage around her ear and behind her ears so it can blend in with her face. Next, I'm going in with the Cinema Secret Concealer Palette. This palette is a 5-in-1 Pro Concealer palette in the number 1, and I'm using the shade 605-61. This is a great light blue neutralizer, so good for under the eyes, just to color correct that area without it looking too orange or too peach. Sponge off any extra product that you may have sitting around the eye area or on the face, and really softens out the complexion. Next step, I'm using my N95 Cream Contour, and I'm applying that just under her cheekbone and on the temples, on the chin, and using the Luxie 182 nose contouring brush, which was designed by JD Wadey. So to buff out my contour cream, I'm using the Designer Makeup Tool 418 VS-30 foundation brush. I love this brush, it's so dense and it blends the product in so easy. So not only have we sped this up a little, but it actually does do what you're seeing. You don't have to press too hard, and especially using the N95 by Melissa Cosmetics, it just gives a perfect contour shade for Tara. And then using the Luxie 182 brush, just blend that contour on the tip of the nose, up the sides of the nose. Next step, going in with one of my favorite products, Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I'm using the Mini Base Maker by Model Rock just to set the product under her eyes, and also applying that underneath the contour line on the cheek area just to create a little bit more definition. You'll see that I don't apply it on the contour, and I don't apply it like on the temples, on the nose contour. I let the product sit for a couple of minutes just so it can set the foundation, or otherwise known as bake. and after a couple of minutes I'll fluff that off. So in the meantime, I'm going to fill Tara's eyebrows in with the Anastasia Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. And I'm using a angled synthetic brush by Designer Makeup Tools and the metal brow comb just to brush over the product, just to soften it through. Just going to fluff the Laura Mercier powder over the rest of the face and taking it over the contour areas. This way it won't completely change the color of the contour, but it will set the product so it doesn't feel tacky or sticky anymore. And I like to go in with a smaller brush under the eye area, obviously, rather than the big powder brush, just so you can get in those smaller areas without any chance of getting any bristles into her eyes. To set under her eyes and give her just a little bit more coverage using my jewel powders. And I like to add this on top of the powder because the Laura Mercier I don't find has longevity for a bride, so it might last 6 hours, whereas when you use the jewel powders on top, then the makeup lasts, you know, up to 18 hours if you need it to, and it adds just that little bit extra coverage. And if you use a lighter shade like I have on Tara under the eyes, it'll brighten up that area a little bit more. And then I go in with a darker shade just over the contour areas. And now I'm going in with a waterproof mascara on the lower lash line using a disposable one. Please, to the makeup artists watching this video, make sure you use disposables. Don't just use the applicator from eye to eye. It is poor hygiene practice. Just to brighten and make the eyes appear larger, I'm going in with the white eyeliner on the waterline of Tara's eyes. And now going in with my contour powder palette, I've just contoured her cheekbones and followed by with my luster highlighter on the higher part of the cheekbone. Love that glow. Not too much, but still just so soft and pretty. A little bit on the lip, tip of the nose. I'm using Exotica blush by Melissa Cosmetics just on the apples of the cheeks. And I'm using a MAC brush to apply the blush. Now to finish off the makeup look, we're going to line her lips with Cameo Lip Liner by Melissa Cosmetics. And then I filled it in using our topless lipstick, which is a really beautiful creamy nude, to finish this look. Now we're going to give Tara some pretty bridal earrings to pop.